Hi friends, Krista here. Thanks for stopping by Books and Jams. It is time for another weekend reading vlog. It is only Thursday, so I'm getting a little bit of a head start, but I am traveling this weekend to go to Massachusetts to visit some of my old friends from when I used to live there. My old friends. They're still my friends from when I lived there. And I will be listening to audiobooks in the car today. And so I thought, why not start the vlog a day early? I probably won't do too much today, but we'll see how the day goes. Unfortunately, I had hoped to be listening to the 8th book in the Bridgerton series, but Hoopla has let me down greatly. They only have up till book 7, and I didn't check that ahead of time because I was just getting all of them on Hoopla, so I didn't even pay attention that it didn't have book 8. And so I put it on hold on Libby, but it's like a 12-week wait, so it'll be a while before I finish the Bridgerton series. So I went on Libby last night and I did download a bunch of different books. So I have When We Left Cuba, which is a sequel to Next Year in Havana, and I wanted to work on that. I found Crazy Stupid Bromance. I found A Rogue of One's Own, both of which are series continuers in series that I've started. I found the Happily Ever playlist, something like that, by Abby Jimenez, which is another fun romance type book, which is what I like to read when I'm driving. I also downloaded Sourdough, which is my BookTube spin book from round 2, and I need to finish that before the end of June, so maybe I'll do that for a little bit. And I also downloaded The Trouble with Goats and Sheep. So I have quite a few choices. I'll probably pick one of the romances to start with. I'm actually thinking A Rogue of One's Own might feel the closest to the Bridgertons because it'll have that historical or like older feel to it, I hope. So that's what I'm going to start with. I have about 10 hours of driving today, if not more. I am going to stop for dinner in New Jersey with a friend of mine. I was going to stay over at her house. I didn't think I was going to be able to leave until after work today, but my poor little buddy has a stomach bug, and so Dad is called out work today to stay home with him. So sad that he's not feeling well, but yay for me, because that means I get to get there a lot earlier and a whole night earlier and have more time to spend with my friends. Yay! So come along, let's go on a trip. Hi friends, it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I have been driving for a long time. This is my second pit stop though. I'm so thankful that it's not raining. I only have maybe 40 minutes to go till I get to my friend's house, where I'm gonna take a longer break, go for a little walk, have dinner with her, and then get on the road for the last 3.5 hours. It's like a full-on day of driving. But I have been listening to 2 books. One of them is A Rogue of Her Own. Is that what it's called, by Evie Dunmore? It's the sequel to Bringing Down the Duke. I listened to that for a few hours this morning and then switched to Sourdough by Robin Sloan, which was my BookTube spin round 2 number that got picked. I've really been enjoying both of them. A Rogue of Their Own is like a historical romance, and we've met both of the 2 characters. The main girl is also part of the suffragist movement, which is what the first book protagonist was also got involved in, and she is trying to purchase shares in this publishing house that publishes 2 magazines for women, so that she can kind of push more of her suffragist ideas into the magazines and stuff. But the love interest sneakily to her purchased the other half of the shares, so they are now co-owners of this magazine. So that's kind of a fun, it's not exactly enemies to lovers, because I wouldn't say that they're enemies, but he's a bit of a rogue, a bit of a rake. A rogue of her own is, I think, part of the title. I forget the title exactly right now, but I'll check it for later. But it's super fun. And then Sourdough is also very cool, but it's definitely making me want to make a sourdough starter and try my hand at bread, which I've never really done. I can't even make banana bread very well. I can make muffins, but bread I have a hard time with. But it's just very cool. This girl works in the tech industry. She writes code and works on robotic arms, but is like stressing herself out with the work schedule, and she's just a ball of stress. But then she starts ordering this food from these 2 brothers who kind of run this slightly illegal kitchen out of their apartment, like food restaurant sort of, but you don't go and eat there, like delivery service. And this food is kind of saving her life. She's just loving it. And then these two brothers move away and leave her their sourdough starter, which kind of has a life of its own. It sings, it smells slightly like bananas. Like there's just different unique things about it. She gets kind of involved in this, like in the farmer's market scene in San Francisco, brings in the robotic arm aspect into her business. So she starts selling her bread. It's just a cool story. I'm just really enjoying it. It doesn't have much of a plot. It's kind of a meandering story, but it's totally fine for driving. Like I'm enjoying it a lot. So I'm going to continue with that. I just heard from my friend that she's running a little late. She was going to get home around 4, about the same time I'm going to get there, but she told me there's a walking path like a block from her house. So I will just go for a little walk and move my body, which I need to do because I've been sitting a lot today. That is the plan. I will check in a little later and let you know what else I've been reading as I drive. It's just a lot of driving today. Not very exciting, but it's good reading time. So made progress in 2 books. That's fabulous. All right. I will talk to you later. So I made it to my friend Beth's house, but she has about an hour till she gets home from work. But right near her house, about less than a quarter mile from her house, is this bike path. So it's this long, just kind of straight path that just is right through the middle of their neighborhood. So it's kind of stinky right now, but hopefully it'll get a little nicer as I keep going. There's other people on it, so I don't feel unsafe. I brought my wallet with me, so I didn't have to leave it in my car. But I'm gonna keep listening to sourdough, one ear, so that I can hear around me, and go for a little walk and get some movement in since I've been sitting so much. So I've got an hour to listen and walk. Yay. So I'm headed back to my friend's house now, but at the end of this trail, there was a TJ Maxx. Let me show you what I got. I got this wall hanging. It's only $5.50 on clearance. It says, "Be joyful in hope, be patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer." Romans 12:12. And that was one of my life verses back, I don't know, college sometime in my 20s. This was one of my all-time favorites. So I was excited to find that. It has this pretty little green watercolor at the bottom. Simple, lovely, $5. I love it. And I got a shirt, which I can't pull out right now with one hand. So fun. Now I'm headed back to Beth's house. I did forget to say that I finished sourdough while I was looking around in TJ Maxx. And the story got a little bit out of control. It was interesting and different, but I don't know. I only connected with it because it was interesting and different, not because I fell in love with the characters. So, and I don't feel like we really got to know the character outside of her relationship with this sourdough starter. A little bit at the beginning, we started to get to know her, but once the starter came into her life, it was all about her connection with the sourdough, which makes sense. I mean, the name of the book is Sourdough, but I didn't love it. I liked it. It was okay. Probably end up giving it 3 stars. I'm going to sit on it a little bit, but it was a cute and different story. Slightly magical realism, like the sourdough becomes kind of its own character and sort of has a life of its own. And it got a little strange, but it was fun. People are coming, so I'm going to stop. Hello, good morning. It is Friday morning. I made it to Massachusetts. I am in my old hometown of Foxboro, and I am about to run into a store because I'm wasting a little bit of time before I go meet somebody special that I will show you. But I made it to my friend's last night at 11. Didn't film anything because we just chatted for a few minutes before heading out, or heading to bed. Oh, fabulous. And then this morning, I just surprised my other friend, Mindy, with a Dunkin' Donuts. I got my vanilla chai and brought her an iced coffee that she used to love. And she didn't know what time I was getting in. So it was kind of fun to surprise her by showing up so early this morning. But she's getting ready because it's her daughter that's having a graduation party tomorrow. So I didn't hang around too much because they have a lot that they're doing And I wasn't really wanting to get dirty and sweaty to help at this point. I'll help probably later, but for now I am going to go to a library book sale, have lunch with a friend, and probably another independent bookstore. So I'm going to go do all of that in a little bit, and I'll take you along. Yay! Happy Friday, everybody. Here's where I used to live. Right up there in the corner. Up there on the upstairs in the corner. That was my little apartment. When I started BookTube, that's where I lived. How fun. So friends, I'm at the library in Jamestown, Rhode Island. Think about that for a minute and see if you can think of who it is that I'm coming to meet for the first time in person. It's Sarah. Yay! How many did you find, Sarah?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
8 books. For how much?
$8.
Or probably
$8, she said.
$8.
$8. For $8.
Sweet.
Yep. How many did you get?
I think 13, 14, 12?
12.
For $14?
Yeah.
Nice.
So much fun to meet somebody in real life. We're headed now to go to lunch at Chipotle. I got a ton of books, some for our Christmas book exchange, some for me, which I'll show you later, and they were all super cheap. I'm very excited. That was a very successful library book sale. And now I get to go hang out with Sarah even more at lunch. Yay! Oh, I read the first one of that. I didn't know there was a sequel.
Yeah, my coworker Kathleen, she was a an elementary school teacher, and she loved these.
Yeah, I've actually read all 3 of those. They're so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This was popular. It's in paperback now.
Oh, nice.
So, and then over here, you probably know about PAX, right?
Yes, Sarah Pennypacker. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And One and Only Bob, the sequel. And does that give you enough to go on?
Yes, for sure.
All right. And then for yourself, for historical fiction?
Yeah, historical fiction, preferably not World War II, because I feel like I already have a ton of that.
All right. Have you read Hamnet?
I have not yet read Hamnet.
It's outstanding.
Is it?
It's outstanding.
When people have talked about it, it feels like it would be a little slow paced. It's not?
Well, it's not action packed.
Sure.
It's not, you know, it's not a mystery or a crime thing where, you know, there's something happening. But
right.
there's action to it. But the writing is beautiful. The story is very touching.
Yeah.
It goes back and forth.
I have heard so many people praise this one.
It's worth all of the praise.
Is it?
Yeah, it's my favorite book from last year.
Okay.
So that's outstanding. And
okay.
that, you know, it's
I'll hold on to it.
1580, 1593.
Yeah. So that's
during the time of the plague.
And it's like Shakespeare, right? Shakespeare's son.
Family.
But it doesn't ever mention
his name.
From what I've heard,
his name is never mentioned, and it's more about his wife and his kids.
Okay.
And their world. I mean, he's in there certainly, but
sure.
But he's not the main.
Right. So we just went in the independent bookstore. I tried to get some clips in there. The lady gave me some excellent recommendations. But we're gonna do a little book haul. We we definitely spent more on 2 books than we did at the library book sale today.
Yeah.
But Sarah, what did you show me one of yours first?
I got Fireborn by Rosaria Munda. It's a young adult fantasy.
It's a really pretty cover.
With dragons, yeah.
I like the houses and the dragon. Very cool.
Dragons.
And I was convinced to get Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. This is one of those that I have heard so many people love, but I haven't been sure that it's one that I wanted to read. But this bookseller convinced me that I needed to give it a try. So that's my first one. Okay, what's your second one?
Second one is Bathhouse.
Not a Krista book.
By TJ Vernon, not a Krista book. I'll be reading this by myself.
A thriller, right? It's a thriller.
It's a thriller. It's male. It actually takes place in a bathhouse. Someone tries to kill him when he's there. And I think there's like a string of stuff like that. Heard it's good.
Yeah, no. I like the big pink X on
it's
it.
very beautiful. It's a beautiful book.
And then the second book, can you hold those?
Yep.
The second book that I got was the second book in this, I don't know, series, trilogy. I don't know what it's going to be. I know there's at least 3 out.
Yeah, there's 3 out.
Already. This is by Anna James. The first one was Tilly and the Book Wanderers. And this one is The Lost Fairy Tales. So I'm really excited to have this. It's a stunning, like the inside flap. But yeah, so that is all of my time with Sarah. Watch her channel if you're not already subscribed to Sarah's Nightstand. What are you even doing? Like, why are you even on BookTube? Just kidding. But yeah, go check out Sarah's channel if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you later with whatever, I don't know what else I'm doing today, but we'll chat later. Hanging out at Michelle's looks like this. Olympic trials on TV. Dinner in the belly. Chilling on the couch. Perfection. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I'm literally standing outside of my friend's house. That's where I stay when I come to Massachusetts. But I didn't want to sit in the car and start another video in the car. Another day. I didn't want to start another day in the car, so I'm standing at my car instead. It is Saturday morning. I am headed to bring Dunkin' Donuts to another family this morning and have a little visit with them. And then I'm gonna hopefully go to 2 different bookstores before going to the graduation/birthday party this afternoon. I'm fogging up. One of the bookstores is a used bookstore that I used to bring books to when I was here. So if you're like an old school subscriber, you may remember seeing Annie's Bookshop. And the other one is called, oh man, I forget the name of it. It's in Plainville. It's owned by, or it was started by Jeff Kinney. I don't know if he's still the owner, the author of Diary of a Wimpy Kid. He's the one that opened this bookstore in Plainville, Massachusetts. So I'm gonna go, An Unlikely Story, that's what it's called. I knew it would come to me. So I'm gonna go hopefully to both of those. I would like to get the rest of the graduation gift for my friend's daughter. I need to finish doing that today. And then the party's at 2. So busy, and now people are coming and gonna be wondering why I'm talking to myself. Actually, probably nobody cares. He's turning in. All right. Well, I'm gonna go and get started with my day, and I will hopefully remember to film clips here and there throughout the day, especially in the bookstores, but I'll check in with you later. Bye.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So I came and surprised another friend. This is the lovely Sophia and Gabrielle and Elliot and Brooke. And I brought them donuts because that's fun. So I'm gonna hang out with them for a little while and then carry on.
living death and life and birth and peace and war on the planet Earth. Is there anything that's worth more than peace and love on the planet Earth? The world. Come on, sing it with me. Wait, oh, I did that wrong. I don't remember.
That's okay. I love it. So I just gave Gabrielle her Krista's summer reading list. Which one are you going to read first? Oh, there's my finger.
I like Song for a Whale. I love I think that one's gonna be really cool.
Song for a Whale sounds good.
Yeah.
And I gave Sophia a list as well. They're gonna, they have camp, and then they're gonna come back and go to the library.
Yep.
Or Amazon.
Or Amazon.
I like having the physical books.
You can get the physical books from the
Okay, but that are
library.
mine, and I know they're mine.
Yeah, but you should read it first and make sure you like it. What if you don't like it? Then you're like, man, I just spent $16 on this book that I don't like.
Yeah, because you can like read it at the library.
all books.
I like all books. If I read the summary and I like it, then like I'll go for it.
I love
You
it.
can like.
Girls after my
One
own
of
heart.
Penny's teeth is.
So when I went to my friend's house this morning for breakfast and hanging out with them for a bit, their neighbor had a sign on their lawn, like a lawn sign that said about a library book sale. So of course I had to go. Guys, it was fill a bag for $5. I filled the bag to the brim. I'm so excited. I miss library book sales so much. Those are definitely not all for me. My friend who I'm staying with is flying in a little bit. She's like, help me find some books for the plane. I'm going to be doing Christmas book exchange again this year. So some of them are for the girls that I exchange books with at Christmas time. Some are for me. Some are just in really good condition, and I will take them to Second and Charles and get credit for them for books that I really want. When I went to go check out, they said it is towards the end of our sale, and now everything is half price. So that's only $2.50. I'm like, I'm giving you $5 anyway, because I've got definitely $5 worth of stuff here, more than $5 worth of stuff, but I could have only paid $2.50. That's crazy. It was a steal. I almost went through again, but I'm running into a store right now to get a couple things for the girl for her graduation party. So I'm going to go run in there, and then I need to grab lunch, and I'm hopefully going to still stop at one of the bookstores. I ended up not going to either of them, but I don't know how much time I'm going to have. So we'll see. I might have to do those things later, but we'll see. Good day. A library sale day is always a good day. Holy moly, this is the biggest slip and slide. It's massive. It's so cute. This is my friend Mindy's house. She's got this huge, gorgeous yard. It's like about an acre probably. She's got her own little daycare. She watches kids, so they have a little tot lot, a little garden. It's so nice. I'm trying to catch somebody go down the slide. How deep does it get? Woo! I don't want to get wet. Is it like a pool? Holy moly. So cool. Volleyball. There's the Drooby. Mindy, come on, Mindy! I'm recording you! Woo! Yes!
Alright.
What was your favorite thing about today so far?
Oh my gosh. Going down the slip and slide with Anna and Autumn
So
and
much fun.
everybody.
It looked like a blast.
That was awesome.
I was
You got-
really
It was so much fun.
good. And look at all the cards. That's what it's called, graduation and birthday. Happy 18th birthday. Right? Whoa,
Yeah.
that's really close. Right? Taylor is not 18. How old are you?
12.
It's so cute. Luke, put a shirt on.
What I'm trying.
I know, it's okay.
And I have to take
Andrew, how old are you?
13.
And Anna, the friend, also 18. The dad.
Hello.
The mom.
Hi.
My besties. Okay, now you can
love
go.
it.
I'm not going to record.
Oh my god. What is it?
Did your heart just go up in your chest?
A little bit.
Or you split
Anna doesn't
tomorrow?
know what's going on.
Say it.
Skydiving. Your reaction! That was her birthday present.
Oh my god.
No, you're not 18.
Wait, so what is it?
Skydiving. Oh.
Oh
Skydiving.
Skydiving.
All paid for.
Whoa.
Skydive pepperell.
Oh my god.
Can I tell you, I would have never, when you were in 5th grade, I would have never said
That she would.
Caitlin is somebody who's going to want to go skydiving someday.
I want to go so bad. Oh.
Really? Hello, friends. It is Sunday afternoon. I've not made any clips today. This is my friend Michelle's house up there. I'm in the lower part of her backyard and just enjoying the wind and the trees, sitting by the pool. I'll show you what my view is right now. And I'm just kind of having a little moment. Having a moment. I went to church today, and the church that I went to is where I worked. I was on staff for 6 years as the children's director. And I've been gone for 4 years now. So all the kiddos are so grown and so huge. And I just love them so much. And I was well loved when I was here. So I just got my fill of hugs and encouragement and people telling me how much I mean to them and how much they miss me and how important I was in their lives when their kids were little, or different things. I was very well loved this morning and well encouraged. And as much as my little introversion bucket was depleted from, just answering some of the same questions over and over, I also had my bucket filled up with people who love me and who I love, and hugs. And it was very special. It was very special and slightly emotional, surprisingly. I wasn't expecting to get emotional, but yeah, it's just nice to go back to a place that I didn't leave because of any difficulties or anything like that. Like, it just was time to move somewhere else. And yet it's always a little bit like home to come back and visit. So it was really nice. It was really nice. I'm not going to lie. So now I'm just chilling outside, taking a minute to reflect and just relax. And my friend Michelle, who I'm staying with, is running some errands and having lunch. And I went out to lunch with someone after church with another friend, and I'm going to dinner later with some other friends. It's just been a very full weekend. So I don't have as many clips. I haven't done very much reading. I did finish, I also just finished A Rogue of One's Own the other day while I was driving around here and there and everywhere. And it was cute. I think ultimately it was pretty forgettable. What I liked about it is that it was kind of flip-flopped. So it was like childhood friends who were kind of antagonistic to each other. But the guy is the one who has loved the girl for years and years and years, and she didn't really know about it. And I feel like sometimes that's flipped, like the girl has loved the guy. I think because I read the Bridgertons, and that's one of the storylines, like the girl has loved the guy for years and finally he comes to his senses. This one is like the guy has loved the girl and finally they start by having to have a forced kind of working relationship, and then it turns into a sexual relationship, and then it turns into love. So it's a little bit wonky, that order of things. But I thought the story was cute, but I think I liked the first one, Bringing Down the Duke, a little bit better than this one. I liked the characters better in the first one. But yeah, this was okay. It was actually a good car ride read. Like, I didn't have to think. And I think because of that is why it's ultimately going to be pretty forgettable for me. I don't think I'm going to keep the book. I have the actual print book at home, and I'll probably add that to my unhaul pile. I don't think it's one that I would ever go back to. So it's probably a 3-star read for me. It was good. It was enjoyable for the moment, but ultimately forgettable. So I listened to that. And then another friend, Amanda from the Curly Reader, she let me borrow her library card because my library wait was really long to borrow the 8th Bridgerton book. And that's really what I was hoping to listen to in the car. But I couldn't get it from my library. So she let me borrow her library card so I could listen to the 8th Bridgerton book. So while I was blow drying my hair today, I actually started that one. So it's Gregory's story. He's the youngest son in the family and the last one to find love. And I'm at the very beginning, and he has just like seen somebody. He believes in love because all of his siblings have a love match. So is determined to not get married just for convenience or other reasons. Like he wants a love match too, and he believes that it can happen because he's seen all of his siblings have a love match. And he shows up at this house party of his brother and sister-in-law and sees the back of this woman and is struck immediately in love. So he thinks, right? So he's immediately in love, and this is the one. And it's just kind of funny. And this woman has a best friend who I believe is ultimately going to be the love match. I'm so far at the beginning, so that's just my prediction, which I'm right, I'm sure. But so Lucy is the friend of this gorgeous girl that he just fell in love with on sight. And Lucy is much more of a conversationalist. He's able to talk with her more often, like more easily. He's tried to talk with the girl he thinks he's in love with, and they just can't have a conversation. And it's just silly. It's so fun. So tomorrow is my big driving day, and that is what I will listen to most of the way tomorrow. But to get to dinner tonight, it's probably a 30-minute drive, 25 to 30-minute drive. So I'll listen to a little bit more on my way to dinner tonight as well, get a head start on it. But yeah, for now, I'm just going to enjoy sitting out here probably for another half hour or so, and then go inside and either take a nap or hang out with my friend Michelle if she gets back from her errands, and just enjoy my last few hours here in Massachusetts. It's been a full, busy weekend, and my heart is full, and I'm loving it. I needed a weekend away with friends. I love where I live in Virginia, but I haven't made the kind of friends that I made when I was living here in Massachusetts, and I'm realizing how much I really miss that. That being what it is, my heart is just full with all my friends, and feeling loved and seeing the people that I love so much really makes me very happy. So yay. All right. That is it for this clip right now. I just talked for a really long time, but I'll check in a little bit later, either let you know more about Bridgertons or show you where I'm going to dinner tonight. I don't know. You'll see. We'll hang out. Couple more clips before the end of this weekend. It's been a good one. So I left my friend's house a little bit early to go to dinner because I'm like, let me double check what time that bookstore closes that I wanted to go to. And it closed at 5. I just got there at 4:50. So I did a fly through of the bookstore. It's such a cute store. I could have looked in there for so much longer. But I did buy stuff. It's probably good that I didn't have very much time. But look at that cute logo. An Unlikely Story. So the author of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Jeff Kinney, is the one who started, or I don't know if he still owns it, but he's the one that started that bookstore. And so cute. But I bought two things. I got this book, The Line Tender by Kate Allen. This was a contender last year for the Newbery in the mock Newbery group on Goodreads that I'm a part of. So it's a middle grade about a young girl. I think it's going to deal with grief and sharks. I'm into it, and I've heard that it's very cute. Even the bookseller, when I was checking out, was like, oh, that's a cute story. I'm like, yay. And then I got this puzzle. It's called Book Club. So if you look close, all of the people in the puzzle are reading books. Yay, so cute. So I got those two things, and now I have a little extra time on my hands, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do. I might go find an ice cream place and have ice cream before dinner, because I'm on vacation, man. That's the way to go. We'll see. But I'm very excited to see my friends in a little bit. So yay. Yay for that. And yay for flash trips to independent bookstores.
Oh, run.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Yum. Once I get an idea in my head, it's hard to get it out. So I had to go a different way so that I could go past an ice cream place. I got Maine Black Bear ice cream. It's red raspberry with chocolate chips and raspberry truffles. Yum. My little appetizer to dinner today. I should have filmed earlier when we had all our good food, but I'm out to dinner with some friends. There's Jen, there's Arlen, and Shua, and then there's Tracy and Dina. Yay! Good times, good friends, good food. Awesome.
All right, anybody need to...
I have said my goodbyes, and now I'm in my car ready to drive home. I'm sad. I love my friends here. I do not want to live in Massachusetts again, but I love my people. It has been a very heart-filling weekend. Oh, it's gonna make me cry. So yeah, now I have about 10 hours of driving ahead of me. So I am about 5 hours left in Bridgerton book 8. I don't even know what it's called. And then I'll find something else to listen to. But it's going to be a long day of driving. We shall see how it goes. But I'm hitting the road. Hit the road, Jack. Here we go. It's 4:40. I just stopped and finally got some food. So I stopped having some junk for a little while. I've been eating a lot of junk today. I have gone through Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Delaware, and I think I'm now in Maryland. 7 states. Virginia is next. Number 8. I can't wait. 3.5 hours or so to go. Yikes. I should be home by 8 o'clock. I finished the Bridgerton book, the 8th one, completed the whole series. Loved it. I really liked this last one. It was so cute. And then I started like 3 or 4 different books, and I started the 3rd book in the bromance books, and within the first 5 minutes it swore a gazillion times. I'm like, forget it, I can't do this one right now. I don't want to listen to this. I started Artemis Fowl. Did not like the narrator at all, so I did not continue with that. And then I started The Trouble with Goats and Sheep and listened to that for quite a while, and I will continue that one. It's just not the greatest for car rides. A little bit too serious. And then now I'm listening to The Firekeeper's Daughter, which is also not the greatest car ride audiobook, but I'm enjoying it, so I'm gonna stick with this one for a little bit longer. I may end up switching back to another romance before the ride is over, or going back to The Trouble with Goats and Sheep and kind of going between Firekeeper's Daughter and The Trouble with Goats and Sheep. We'll see. This one is very interesting. Firekeeper's Daughter. I'm learning a lot about the culture of the Ojibwe tribe people. and it's a YA. Like the main character is a high school girl. This new guy comes to play hockey, who's half Cherokee or is Cherokee, I forget. And she's his ambassador or whatever. So she's taking him around and showing him all kinds of different things. And they've just most recently gone to a powwow, which was super cool. Her best friend's ex-boyfriend is into meth though. So there's like this talk about the drug situation, which is kind of sad. Yeah, there's just a lot going on. It's pretty heavy, but it's super interesting. So I'm liking that one. But now it's time to get back on the road. I just took a little break, walked around inside there for a little bit, got some food, and now it's time to get back on the road. So here we go. I'm ready to be home. I'm ready to be home. Hello friends, it is now Tuesday and I just got done editing my weekend vlog and realized I never did a final clip. So my little dude is sleeping and I'm back at work, diving back into life. But I wanted to just kind of close everything out and wrap up the weekend. So in total, I finished reading Sourdough by Robin Sloan, 3 stars. A Rogue of One's Own by Evie Dunmore, 3 stars. The 8th Bridgerton book, which is called On the Way to the Wedding, which is Gregory's story, 4 stars. Super cute. I finished last night Firekeeper's Daughter by Allie. Oh no. Firekeeper's Daughter. I'll put the picture. And I really liked that one too, 4 stars. It turned out to be a mystery in there, dealing with the drug problem in young people in that area. It was very heartbreaking. It also had some sexual assault and hockey. Like it just had a lot of stuff going on. I really enjoyed the story though, and came home and didn't unpack or anything because I wanted to finish that book. So I finished that last night, and now I'm back to work. So today at work I'll be reading Siege and Storm, but I have to finish editing this vlog before little dude wakes up. So I just wanted to put a final clip in here. If you stuck it out to the end, thank you so much for watching the whole thing. This was a bit of a longer one this weekend, because I do have the Thursday and then Monday and Tuesday, a little bit of clip on Tuesday. So thank you for sticking it out to the end. If you are watching it all the way to the end, put in the comments what's your favorite kind of ice cream. So I know that you made it all the way to the end. That'll be kind of fun. I would love to hear also anything else that you want to chat about from this vlog. I had such a good weekend. Seriously, I said it before, but my heart is so full. It was really, really lovely and tiring, long drive, but it was so good to see all my buddies. I love them so much. So thank you so much for watching. That is it for now. I will talk to you in another video very soon. Bye.